It's a doll, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, look at them plans, Bill. Look at them plans.
Yeah.
Over, hold on.
Yeah. See.
You can see. You see that?
Oh, then. It's 73 pages on that, John. I'm not going to read it. 73 pages. But you paid, didn't you?
Right, welcome to tonight's full council meeting. Before we start, I'll read out the fire drill notice. Should the fire alarm go off, we ask that you exit the building calmly and quickly using the stairway. Please avoid the lift. Before we begin, is there anybody who needs assistance to leave the building? Should the fire alarm be upset? If so, the designated fire marshal will guide you out. So please turn mobile phones onto silent.
You can't put.
I'll open with prayer. Almighty God, we thank you for bringing us together this evening, and we ask for your guidance and wisdom to help us make the best decisions for our town. And to co-opt a new councillor to represent the local community. Help us to work together in unity, make productive decisions, and to treat one another with respect. May we do here today, may all we do here today bring honour and glory to you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Apologies to absent.
I've got Councillor Scott, Councillor Skinner and Councillor Ellerbeck.
Right, so any declarations of interest? Any items on the agenda? To receive and agree the minutes of the full council meeting held on Wednesday, the 11th of February. Has everybody read them and has anybody got any issues with it? No?
John, do you?
What?
Any issues?
No.
Just checking because it's
218, to consider co-option applications and resolve to appoint a councillor to fill one vacancy. So you've all received the application forms and read them. They've been completed and circulated to all of you. The way we're going to do it is you have a piece of paper in front of you and pen. So if you could, the two nominees are David Dunner and Kelly Oldford. So it's a closed vote. Yes, it's just, we just pass them around to have them.
For next time, just put your initials and the paper you want.
Oh, okay.
There's only two people, so you don't have to do anything. We do this one.
I don't really need it. I want to look at it. Like,
Yeah.
you've been to pass yours. And they're waiting. I said,
What's there? Ooh, so I'm done.
oh. Even though there's like a signature on file.
So Kelly, welcome. As you can have thank you. Remaining time in this council will be productive and meaningful for you. Congratulations. Do you want to take this?
Thank you, everybody. Welcome. No, you'll do good.
219, to receive reports from Norfolk County Council. You've all had that circulated. Is there any comments on that?
Yeah. Yeah, a bit short.
Oh,
Yes.
I want to ask the invisible man.
we can report back to them for you.
I got the your Norfolk newsletter, and I was very pleased to see that the bypass was up and running. This is the north-south bypass. Oh, it's in Longstrand. Oh dear. How about our councillor, county councillor, plugging away for us to get our Leaf Road bypass, please? Also, can I just comment on his long diatribe? That report was useless to me. It was too long. He doesn't concentrate on what is relevant to this town. And now I point him in the direction of our district councillors who pick up stuff from the district councillor that is relevant to this town. William Nunn does not do that. He just gives us a whole spiel that really is supposed to send us to sleep. So I'd like to see him do that in future, please.
I was pleased to see that the county elections are confirmed for the 7th of May. So
We'll see.
we're going to campaign for bypass and see. Any other comments? And you've seen the reports from Jacob and Judy. So any comments on those?
Oh,
Yeah.
Have you heard any more about the two things that are going on, the school and the Margaret?
John, it might be better to wait until the public forum.
Sorry?
It might be better to wait until the public forum.
Oh, right, sorry.
Going to do that. Any detailed questions. Right, have we had anything from the police?
No.
Have we written to the?
Sorry, David.
Oh, go on, David.
Yeah, just a quick one, really, just to bring you up to speed and reassure you at the overview and scrutiny meeting, which I attended last week, and in the accounting situation, future leisure provision for Swaffham, and just to reassure you, the £700,000 has been carried over to next year. So it's still there. Okay. And in addition to that, there's just over £1 million in the accounting, which is also moved over to the next year for Swaffham new build on the Ecotech site. It's land that Breckland owns and they plan to develop it. And that's for the £1 million there. So there's two things that directly impact on Swaffham. Thank you.
So we've had no report from the police. Oh, sorry, David. Go on,
That
then.
development is for building.
Yes.
New builds.
Yes. On the Ecotech site. Yes.
Not business.
Right. Well, yes, it would be business. Yeah, it would be business. Yeah.
Right, so have we written to the police to ask? have
We
had
had them come in and see them. It's actually, and he said basically, if there's anything you need to ask, I think we need to take it off the agenda, and if we have a problem, we'll go to them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right, public forum. So I'm going to close the meeting. If any members of the public have got questions for town, district, or well, we haven't got a Norfolk County Council about. Oh, anybody like to speak? Any members of the public? No? Any other councillors that haven't already spoken?
Right, up in.
No, any councillors now, Lindsay said. Said any councillors? You've already had it. Yes, please.
Any questions to district councillors that you haven't
Right,
already?
okay, I just, have anyone sort of thinking about Margaret's? Julie, you've usually got your ear to the ground on these things, haven't you?
No, I don't have any news on that at the moment, but believe me, John, my ear is to the ground.
Right.
But pleased to see the other two units are going to be, obviously the Norfolk Agents is going into 83 Marketplace. And what was Luddy's Deli is obviously let again. And I did see the people going in the door, but I weren't rude enough to run up and ask them who they were. But that is let as well, which is good news.
Do you know what it is?
No, I don't. No.
Not yet, anyway.
83A is Graham.
Yeah. There's been quite a bit in the paper today about the solar.
Yes,
That with Anthony Gormley, I expect you've all seen that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm 199% against it, if you can be that far, but and I'm glad to see that Bracknell put the name down for the what they call it, the I think of the word anyway for the inquiry and all that into it. But they're still saying that it's Miliband have the final. Can we have assurance from all district councillors and the district itself that they are going to be objecting to it?
But they have already objected.
I know they have, but can we have assurance?
As far as I know, that's hasn't changed.
Yeah.
I think,
Hasn't changed.
I think at Breckland's full council a couple of months ago,
Yes.
it was unanimous. We
Unanimous
passed a
vote
motion against
Against
it,
it.
Yeah.
committed to
And you're
vote it
absolutely right.
to the extent that we can.
At the end of the day, Mr. Miliband down in London will have the rubber stamp one way or the other. Regardless of what we say.
Have you had any guidance about the LGR? How it's going to look yet, because that decision was.
No, we're expecting a decision in the next couple of weeks, but obviously with how they flip-flopped with the elections and the evolution, I guess it's as good as yours at the moment, but yeah, we expect a decision in the next couple of weeks.
Middles, presumably that's still on track for a decision in April, is it?
As far as I know, yes.
Right.
And hopefully you'll have seen the remains of the vehicle fire in front of Blaine's will be cleared up next week.
Good.
Yeah, we've got a date for
We've got a
that.
date, yeah.
So Blaine's about.
A nice little bonfire at night.
It's when it's awesome. Okay, any other questions for district councillors? No? To receive reports from me, right, well, it's not much. So on February the 14th, sorry,
Big forum.
public forum,
Members.
sorry,
Public forum and then you.
we'll finish the public. forum.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, we'll finish.
Did it round the wrong way?
Yes,
That's why I got confused.
Thanks, John.
So.
Sorry.
That's right, February the 14th, I attended the opening ceremony of the 890th annual King's Lynn Mart, together with Councillor Reeves. This historic tradition marks the start of the travelling fair season and is the first event of the year for the Showman's Guild. And the weather shone. The sun shone.
We marched down the high street.
We did, and it closed the following day because of the snow, so
Yeah,
opened it.
Yeah, we're very lucky.
And on the 1st of March, I attended together with Councillor Derby, the Justice Service for the County of Norfolk, which was held at King's Lynn Minster at the invitation of the High Sheriff. So that's it. Me, Town Clerk.
So welcome to Kelly. I'm going to arrange a induction meeting with Kelly and Leanne, just so we can go through a few things and show us some bits. Just a reminder that we have got councillor training on Friday here in the town hall at 9:30. Leanne and Danielle, Ryan and I attended IOSH training, 3-day IOSH course. Pleased to say Ryan got the highest score of all three of us. But we're now qualified for that, and that's all part of our health and safety contract. And the town's wardens started this week. I don't know if you've seen them. It's a soft launch at the moment. We don't want to make a big thing out of them. And in a couple of weeks, when they've got their heads in and they've carried on, we're going to take a picture of them like we did Ian and make a bit of a thing out of them. But you'll see that they're wearing hot pink, so they don't look like Serco. They're very enthusiastic and they're brilliant, really, aren't they? They've done 2 days of training with us. We've done lots of health and safety training with them. Ryan's taken them out today, and then today was their first afternoon on the job. They've shut the toilets, and I think they might work together tomorrow afternoon, and then they'll crack on their own. And it's week on, week off. But yeah, they're good.
A museum report?
No, got soon. Pretty good day, mine. No, I haven't done a report. Just to note that the I attended their trustee meeting on Monday, and as usual, very business-like meeting. You'll be glad to know that everything is going well financially. We'll be the museum is now open full time, and at the moment it's on donations. That I think they're deciding whether donations is a good way to go rather than paying for admission. But that's something to be decided in the future. I don't think there anything specific more to add to that.
Thank you, John. Thank you. To receive and consider any late or urgent items, I don't know. And to discuss and consider correspondence.
You've had it all. We have nothing new coming that we need to highlight.
The 224, to receive the plan for the toilet block and the retail unit. To determine whether to proceed with a planning application. So you've all seen that. Any comments?
There would be a Cat 2 application, which is about £298.
Yeah, can I propose we proceed?
I'll second it.
Sorry, Paul.
Yeah, I've seen the plans, but the one of the things I haven't seen within that report is the running costs, which, you know, with all them extra toilets,
We don't know anything about that yet.
but it's something we need to take in consideration, because I can remember being on the council when that was costing us 20-odd thousand a year to run them toilets, as they were originally. And that was far beyond. We got that down to, I think it's about 6,000 or 7,000 there on average running costs.
It's just the electric at the moment.
You know, so really, and the other thing that I want to highlight is the fact that we are losing the £5,000 a year for the rent for the shop. You know,
What we've got, if you looked at the plans, the
Yeah,
bit
I've
at
looked
the,
at it.
yeah, the bit at the front, we can use for retail.
Yeah.
And we can rent that out still. The other bit at the side, we're going to call the depot, and that's where we keep the glutton and the cleaning. And then the toilets will be redone at the back. The piece at the front, we think we can still use, and we can either rent that out as a market stall, an undercover market stall, pop up. So we're hoping to get some rent from that.
plan that before we
Yeah,
move on. Can I just say, why not, as you're doing that, well, the other thing that worries me is the cost of this. You know, and there's no costing against any of this at the moment. So really, you know, I think we should, before we go for the plan application, we should know roughly what it's going to cost, whether we want to go ahead with it.
What we're going to do is, once you've got planning, we then need to go out for tender. We don't know what it will cost.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What's your plan for what would your plan be for the toilet then, Paul? Just to leave it as it is, or no?
I
toilet
think
at all?
it warrants a bit, something done to it, but this is more like a complete rehash of it, a redo of it, isn't it?
That's the whole point of it.
That's all.
So what I'm asking, what would you do to it?
I don't honestly know. I'm not on that group. I don't want to be on that group because I knew it'd be a difficult one to get through. But at the moment, I don't want to see the town spending a lot of money on it. And like they did before, a few years back, they spent about 50-odd thousand pounds. I know it was in grants to alter it to how it is now. And in a few years' time, is this going to go down the same route? You know, and that's what worries me.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I agree. You could do with some more toilets there, but whether this is overkill or not, I don't honestly know.
David.
I'm just concerned for the cost of running it. Would it be?
Is there any provision for solar power on the roof?
I don't know.
Possibility for
We'll
it.
have to get planning for that because it's a conservation area.
What was
John.
the other thing, not just for planning, but for building regs as well? If we, that's part and parcel.
That's all part of it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we need to get on because if we sort of leave it and let's find some costs, and it just drags it on.
always
and on,
that,
doesn't it?
just-
We would need to get on with
I
this.
mean, we've got this now, which we need to
Yeah.
approve tonight. When we've got approval for that, we'll go out to tender and then we'll find out what the
That's-
cost is going to be. And then that's the next stage, is we'll
Yeah.
actually agree whether we
Exactly.
want to spend that amount. So that's the process that we're going to go through.
Do we have the elevations to go with it? Because obviously I've not seen this yet. So Do we have the elevations?
I don't think we have them lots of the
So would there be a refurbishment of the front and that, you know, and making it more in keeping with the sort of modernisation of the town that's going on and?
Probably not. Well, that would have to be through Andrew Gating because it's still in part of the conservation area.
And the front of it's not too bad,
No.
is it? With the arch windows.
Yeah,
And
it's very unlikely that you'll notice any difference
No.
at all on the outside.
It's just the internals that
Yeah.
you're looking at the
Yeah.
moment.
it's just reconfiguring the walls and
Yeah.
the plumbing, that's all. So
Desperately needed in the town.
Can I just say, I think we're going in the right direction. Let's
Yeah.
get these plans approved or rejected. We've got time then to look at what the costs are going to be, and if we have to say we can't do it this year, we may have to leave it until start of next year. Well, we have that option.
got to go through this process
Yeah.
is what we've got to go through. Steph,
There is.
Steph,
Yeah.
you were going to say something? No? John?
Oh, right. It warrant a bit of elevation because it says window removed and replaced with door.
That's for the buttons.
And that might be an issue, mightn't it? Because we're going to keep the,
You'll keep the arch.
yeah,
We'll just put a
but that
doorway.
could be misconstrued, couldn't it? If just that statement there, it's like you're pulling that out, you're putting a door in, a square, you know, a rectangular door. So it needs a bit more elaboration, I think, plan.
Yeah, that's going to be the arch window with
Yeah.
the door in.
The arch window's going to stay. That's our
There's a
intent.
door in the
Because we
arch.
thought we'd get some problem with conservation officer.
So it's good.
But that's something that's got to go through that process.
Yeah.
That's all.
This
No,
is
it's
the
just
basic plan.
that it doesn't make it clear there that
Yeah.
we're sort
Yeah.
of keep that.
Yeah, but we,
Hang on,
sorry.
Dave.
Given that John's proposed and Bob seconded it, should we take the vote?
We'll just listen to people's points of view first before we do that.
Yeah, before I lose my track. We're not dealing with a building that's grade 2 listed. We're dealing with a building that, to my memory, is about 35, 40 years old. And so that should not be an issue. That's all we have to say.
As long as we don't paint it neon blue.
Yes,
or pink
exactly.
or something, yeah. Fine. Okay, so have we got a proposal?
We had proposed from John and second
Second
from
from
Bob.
Yeah, so all in favour?
Against or
Against?
abstained?
I'm against it because I think
Against.
I can't see this really the right one at the moment.
Yes, right, thank you. 225 to review and adopt town council policies. So 2251 is standing orders and there's no change.
No, no.
2252 is the mayor and deputy guidance policy. Nothing's about.
I just, no changes, but I just wanted to point out that if anyone wanted to become deputy mayor, they should put their, they need to put their interest forward with a statement prior to the May meeting. If you just read the mayor and deputy mayor guidance, it's in there with the policy.
Lovely. And 2253, the hand arm vibration policy. Is it a new?
This is a new policy that we needed following our training.
And which, do they use much equipment that's likely to?
Yes, the streamers.
Swimmers and
Yeah.
Right,
Pretty much anything that breaks ground, spades, whatever.
Right, 226, receive receipts from February, for February 26. So you've all seen those. Any issues? Any issues? And we had the final payments list come through this morning, so hopefully you will have a chance to review that. Any issues with that? We have to vote on two and three different.
You can do all three. If there's any issues and then you just approve them all, it's fine.
And the bank reconciliation to the date of this agenda. So are we happy to approve the three of those together?
Yeah.
A very quick meeting.
Such a quick meeting.
Right, I'm going to
Well
close
done,
the
John.
meeting. I'm going to close the meeting now and ask the members of the public and press to leave because we're now going the other.
On Monday.
It's just sitting downstairs. If not,
Very good. I think that's a record.
Literally, on time, 23 minutes. Wow. Okay.